Hi everyone, welcome to Into Enlightenment with me, Nancy. I have been channeling a lot of the higher galactic beings. You can call them angels if you'd like. And I started my just channeling, and this is what I had received. So if you ever want to connect with your angels, and this is from the Adromadans, and it says, where you can find us is in the garden. The Adromadans tend to your gardens in the earth and your soul. They are as one. And then I put, regards with healing the inner self, does it ever end? And I go, and also that was one question I asked them. And the other is, do we ever become whole? And is it necessary? And those are the questions I asked. And so I'm going to read to you what I channeled. The soul is never broken. Get back to that first. Earthlings, we're deceived in the beginning to keep you always feeling wrong for who your light is. You are not broken. What's broken is the belief you've been taught that there is struggle with inner self. Meaning when they say what you were taught is from the shadow beings that came here a long time ago. They created scenarios in your life so you would believe that there is only one way to peace that you came here with. Now your soul has chosen to learn here through you to overcome challenges that you may have faced in your life. But please remember, you are not broken, nor is your soul. If you've been taught anger, mistrust, resentment, and because of this you have shut your heart off, then your journey would be to open it up again. And so on. This is this is also an illusion the shadows want you to believe. If you make a decision to open your heart, then you open it and seek ways to do that. And you remember you are still, and they want you to remember you're still not broken, even though you want to change some things. And I'll get to why. The shadows also want you to believe it's your fault. You should have blah, 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 or could have blah, 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 and bring shame onto yourself. It's an illusion. The question, do we ever get whole? You already are whole. If you don't believe it, then you would have to find solutions of self to make you whole. This is not necessary anymore. So I guess what they're talking about there is it's your belief system, and it's been taught generationally. And so if you feel like you have you're angry at somebody, and instead of just acknowledging you're angry at somebody and not pointing the finger at them why you're angry, and just go, I'm angry at that person, and then feel your anger without the story that's attached to it, healed immediately. If anybody wants to know how to do that, reach out to me. All right, so it's, shame on yourself. It's an illusion. The question, do we ever get whole? I think I just read that. We believe it, and then you should or would have to find solutions. All right, we finish with a message that everyone will be faced with these challenges as a whole. If your belief system is you have to do inner work, there will be healers in all fields to help you with that. So some people just can't make that decision yet because of all these belief systems that's been put on you. And so it has to happen for you. And I had to do it myself for a while as well, because I didn't know what I know now. Was I had to break each belief system so that I could get to my wholeness, which is I'm not perfect and I still make mistakes and I'm still my personality. And that's not broken. So the difference is I had a lot of guilt, shame, remorse that was not mine. Even if I made a bad decision, it was a bad decision. It's not to go inward and feel shame and guilt and remorse. It was, okay, I made a bad decision. I learned my lesson. Do I need to make an amends for that? You know, what part did I play in that? There is a difference between broken and soul searching. If you're finding ways to better your life and the people around you, then you're looking for soul experiences like knowing who you are. If you're on the right path by meeting, so this is the message. So you'll know if you're on soul experiences, people will come into your life out of the blue, someone you wouldn't even expect to meet and or hope to meet or even cross your mind, and they give you a message or they bring you on their path or they give you information to make your own decisions, because that's not a broken person when you can make your own decisions and feel into it. So that they'll help you know if you're on your right path. Someone is just when you need, it's when you need them. You know, you're asking for help and nothing's coming then out of the blue. And also how the angels, and I call them this is the Adromadans, and they are like an angelic being. And I'm just going to call them angels so people don't get freaked out. But they'll use nature. That's why they say, go to your garden, right? You are the garden. And it can be physically or metaphorically. And they'll send messages all the time. Numbers, animals, birds, people, places, things, if you're open to it. And it all comes down to yourself. Once you know you know the source. And source can now live through you. And you can have a wonderful time moving and flowing in the stream of life. And as a good friend of mine used to say, don't push the river. And that means that you have been able to come to a place within yourself that you accept everything about you. You don't want to change any circumstance, even if you're in a really bad place. It's to accept where you're at. Move within yourself, and the right people will come in if you ask, if you need it. If you're in that belief system that you're not there and you're not whole. But we are whole. Every single one of us is a whole being. Even the souls that come here to teach us, they were whole and they came here to teach us to overcome situations and to move through situations. And that's what I'm saying. If you have blocks to the heart, you may need people and healers, and they're there. You know, healers along your way, people along the way, angelic beings along the way, animals that heal. They're all there, but you are not broken. Your soul is not broken. Your soul is whole and wants to experience God through you. And until we can just say, I believe I'm whole, and how do I get to feel whole? All you have to do is feel whole and go inside right now And here's the thing, close your eyes. Go into your body. Where do you feel whole? Go to that place. I don't care if it's a big toe, tip of your nose, your heart, a leg, your head, a shoulder. Go to where that place is and feel whole. And then feel peace. Feel peace. And if it's not in the same place and the energy moved, follow it to where you feel peace. I wish you all blessings, love, and peace, and wholeness. Because the illusion that we have all this stuff to overcome is an illusion. If you can feel peace within you, you are not broken. You are whole. You can feel whole, you have peace. No one's ever taught us this. I'm here if you need me. Reach out. I love you.